Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, the Foreign Affairs Department assures that passport data are intact and accessible.
But for now, they told me there's no data breach, although when asked by our Office of Consular Affairs, you mean everything is safe?
But senators want to probe the alleged data breach and review existing government contracts. Also, the deliberations for the 2019 national budget continue.
We have to just follow the process. And the process dictates that it has to start from the local, it goes to the line agencies, then it goes to Congress.
And later, a book that tells us how to overcome social media bashing. Senator Nancy Binay joins us live. And later, will Romeo, the world's loneliest frog, find his match soon? Find out on today's In Focus.
This program is brought to you by Bank of Commerce, an affiliate of San Miguel Corporation.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. Authorities are now investigating and determining whether or not there was a security breach of passport applicants' data. And senators want to probe the matter and review all existing government contracts. Also, will the Senate pass the 2019 national budget before the end of this month? And a lawmaker turned writer, we get to know more about her latest book that deals with online bashers. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Senator and writer, Nancy Binay. Senator, good to have you.
Good morning, Pinky, and of course, good morning to all your viewers.
I'm sure in the next couple of months.
It's nice to be back.
Of course, this is your second time. Second or third time na ba dito?
Second, I think.
Second time. And also the last time we talked about, part of it was the book that has not come out yet at may nauna ng libro.
Supposed to be the 45th, but I think magiging 46 tips na
on social media bashing. All right. Later, we're going to talk about this book. It's a collaboration between the senator and Senora. So we'll talk about that a little later on. Let's talk about what could possibly happen in the Senate soon. There are two important issues, the budget and, of course, this data breach, Senator. You filed a resolution on this because you want the Office of the Solicitor General to actually look into contracts by government with other companies. Tell us more about this.
I want OSG to review all contracts with agencies that has access to data. Because, for example, dito sa issue ng DFA, I think lumalabas ngayon that there's no data breach because it was part of the contract that the provider will have access to the data. So I think we need to review all existing contracts.
Right. So from where did you hear this from? Because, you know, this all started from Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin saying, nag-umpisa naman talaga to sa birth certificate, tapos lumaki na lang siya, nang lumaki. The importance of the data of every Filipino, for that matter, is, sabi nga nila, if it goes to the wrong hands, could be a recipe for disaster. Di ho ba? So ano ba yung mga kontrata na nakikita niyo na posibleng dapat talaga tingnan ng OSG?
Well, unang-una yung service provider natin for example, Pag-ibig or GSIS, SSS, di ba? They all have access to personal data. So yun yung mga examples of agencies that I think OSG should look into.
Pag ang data ba, kasi ang problema, Senator, how I understand it is that nagkakaroon kasi tayo ng third party eh. Kunwari, yung data, ibibigay dito sa isang kumpanya, tapos yung kumpanya, posible pang i-outsource yun. Tama ho ba yun? O dapat...
For example, COMELEC. Balikan na lang siguro natin yung DFA because government has no agency that provides the software. So automatic, outsource. So, kailangan natin tignan na, fine, we will outsource it, but the data should remain with the government agency.
How important is the hearing? Because mag-uumpisa pa lang yung, there's also a resolution filed by Senator Risa and another senator on the data breach as well. What is the most important thing to find out? Because right now, the Department of Foreign Affairs is saying there's no breach. So far, sabi nila, preliminary investigations show there's no breach.
Ako naman, in preparation for the national ID. So maganda tignan how we can really secure itong mga personal data.
Senator, what do you think in a situation like this, just off the top of your head, dapat ba, when it comes to data of Filipinos, whether it be the national ID, whether it be passport, whether it be license, dapat ba isang body na lang siguro talaga yung humihingi niyan?
Pwede, or maybe we should strengthen yung DICT. Baka there should be an office under DICT na talagang software development. And kasi nangyayari ngayon, pag nag-expire na yung contract with this software developer, another one comes in, panibago na naman ulit. Di ba? Parang you're starting from scratch because yung may access lang dun sa software na yun is yung previous supplier.
Yeah.
So siguro baka it's high time na internal na lang.
Dapat parang may in-house na
Yes.
tayo on software development
Yes.
on this. So was this a resolution that you filed? Do the senators have time to look into, sinasabi niyo OSG should look into government contracts with third-party data. Just to be clear, it's third-party data and software providers.
Well, hopefully, when we come back after kasi may session days pa kami after the May 13 election baka mahabol. Hopefully mahabol.
Pero ngayon, does it look like the senators would have time to look into this?
Pwede pa din sigurong masingit. Tignan natin kung kakayanin. Because we just finished the interpellation sa budget last night. So next week, amendments naman kami. So, ang hirap matansya if we will have time for it.
And pagdating ng February, it is campaign
Yes.
season
Parang
for...
technically ata, we only have 6 session days.
Yun na lang natira.
Parang ganun.
More or less. All right. Let's talk about the budget. You said that last night, what's the development since last night on the
We're
budget?
done with the interpellation. So now we're already sa period of amendment.
So, ano na ang conclusion so far? Because last I heard was that tinanggal na po yung 75 billion pesos allotment, adjustment, insertion, iba-iba ho ang tawag kung sino ang kausap ninyo. Tanggal na ho ba talaga ito?
Malalaman natin. Kasi Kasi di ba parang during the interpellation, na-discover na there was this 75 billion additional budget for DPWH. And at the same time, na-discover din na yung DOH na tanggalan ng worth 16 billion of funds. So during the period of amendments, we will propose where we can source the money for the 16 billion and where to use the 75 billion.
So, were you amenable to take out the 75 billion from the DPWH? Kayo po?
Yes, but kailangan natin i-qualify yung pagtanggal ng 75 billion. I don't know kung anong proposal ni Senator Ping for the 75 billion. Kasi one proposal can be that we will delete it from the budget. So, dun sa proposed budget, yung total proposed budget, ima-minus yung 75 billion, right? Or, another one is we can propose certain programs or projects for the 75 billion. Katulad netong hinahanapan namin ng pondo na 16 billion.
Why are you concentrating, Senator, on this 16 billion para sa DOH?
Kasi ano yan health enhancement facilities. And for example, marami tayong finished hospitals already, but because of the budget cut, cannot be used kasi walang pondo for equipment. Or meron naman 80% complete na yung hospital, you just need additional 20%, kaso lang na-slash din yung pondo, so hindi rin matatapos yung hospital.
So it's a lot really, you want to concentrate on these facilities or clinics or hospitals na to be in effect 100%. Parang ganun po.
Kasi lalo na ngayon, ang laki ng problema natin when it comes to healthcare. And yung pag-slash ng 16 billion is, I think, not a small amount. It will really affect our people.
You are also known, Senator, no, you promote yung mga kalusugan ng nanay at mga bata. Is there anything in the budget that you wanted to see more of in terms of siguro yung inyong advocacy as a senator? Maliban sa DOH na facilities.
Well, nandiyan din yung sa DSWD. I think now we'll start the free meals program. So isa yun dun sa pwede sigurong bigyan ng additional budget.
In the 2019
Yes.
budget. All right. Also very recently, Senator, the price of petroleum products went up a second week. And sinasabi po nila, some of the thousands of gas stations either have implemented the 2 peso excise tax or some are about to. Umaaray na po yung ilang transport groups dahil tumaas na ng halos more or less maybe 4 pesos including the excise tax. No? What do you think of this? Is this something that you're worried about because baka ang effect ay tumaas ang presyo ng mga bilihin?
You know what, Pinky? A few months back, with Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, nag-conduct siya ng hearing about, kasi itong train, meron itong social mitigating component. And one of that is yung pasada, yung assistance to our jeepney drivers, di ba, na they'll get a cash card. And during that hearing, we discovered na ang liit ng kumbaga percentage of distribution ng DOTR dito sa subsidy na to. So hindi siya bumababa. Siguro maganda if we have time, baka we'll call another hearing and get an update kung close to 100% na yung kanilang distribution for this pasada assistance to our jeepney drivers.
One of the siguro regrets of the senators, including Senator Gatchalian and I think also Senator Mig Zubiri, was that there were promises made during the train prior to the train implementation about, yun na nga yung pasada, subsidy for jeepney drivers. Number 2 was the unconditional cash transfer and many more na hindi naman natuloy in its full effect. No? In fact, the Finance Department was already saying that this time around, they promised the senators daw na matutuloy na talaga itong social mitigating measures.
Well, hopefully, but you know, kasi if you base it dun sa track record nila the previous year, parang hindi ganun kaganda yung track record. And paulit-ulit din namin sinasabi sa kanila during the deliberation for train na parang, you know, kami, we've talked to the people, kumbaga grassroots yung naaabot namin. Hirap mag-distribute yan kasi based na lang dun sa experience natin sa 4Ps, diba? Hirap talaga yung pagdi-distribute. But you know, they said they can do better. During that time, parang we said, sige, since bago, baka nga they can do better.
Yeah. I think there was a promise also from the DSWD na 100% na nila itong tulong sa poorest of the poor. I think there was originally 6 million, Senator, that was
Kasi yung target was 10 million
Yes,
for the unconditional cash
transfer. So, are you saying that you're just hoping, Senator, na ituloy na lang kung ano yung mga ipinangako na social mitigating measures?
Well, plus, sayang nga, umaasa pa din kami na baka bawiin din. Because remember, the majority senators wrote the president a letter na baka pwede isuspend muna. I'm still hoping na doable pa din yan.
Yeah, although meron namang pag umabot daw ng $80 per barrel, automatic that the suspension will happen. Travel warnings, Senator, you are the chairperson of the Committee on Tourism. And what should government do in the wake of travel advisories, for example, of the UK and Australia on their citizens traveling to Mindanao? Ano ba dapat gawin?
Number one, siguro, DFA should talk to their counterparts. Kasi di ba, meron naman tayong Australian ambassador, we have a UK ambassador, and then explain to them para pwede nilang explain din dun sa country nila na isolated yan or that is not true for the whole Philippines.
Your thoughts on the Manila Bay rehab? Pagkatapos po ng Boracay, well, of course, a tourist destination. Now, the cleanup on Manila Bay, is it?
Ako, syempre, I welcome that development. Long overdue yung cleanup ng Manila Bay. But, learning then from the Boracay experience.
What should we learn?
Well, number one, we could have done the closure better. We could have prepared for it, di ba? Sana, pagdating dito sa Manila Bay, pagplanuhan muna natin the whole thing. Because remember, hindi lang naman yan yung mga hotels may problema rin tayo ng informal settlers. So, ayusin muna natin yung plan before we start talking about it.
But we are talking about it. Government is talking about it already. In fact, I think the rehab will begin, if I'm not mistaken, ma'am, January 27, end of January. Is that too soon, you think?
Ako kasi pakita muna yung plano eh. It's easy to talk about it, but yung actual plan. Siguro maganda, maybe I can file another resolution asking DNR and DOT, what's the plan?
Okay. You also filed a bill on lupus. It's really awareness and prevention on lupus. Why lupus?
Because my daughter has an autoimmune, well, she has vitiligo, which is also an autoimmune disease. So parang she's also close, I mean, she's being monitored. Kasi baka pumunta din doon sa ganong type of disease. So, as a mother, I've heard stories from SecM. Di ba yung how she's surviving this disease.
Yeah.
And I think it's high time na we do something about it.
So at least also to make awareness kung ano talaga ang lupus and how to prevent it. We'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Still to come, it's a collaboration like no other. Senator Nancy Binay teams up with online parody account Señora to write a book on dealing with bashers. Senator Binay will still be with us after the break. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today is Senator Nancy Binay. Before we go to the book, that is really funny, I want to talk about the 2019 midterm elections. Senator, last survey I saw, nandun po kayo sa number 5 to number 7. Tell me, mahirap ba ang laban ngayon, itong 2019 elections?
Lagi naman mahirap ang laban tuwing election. But, iba ngayon there's no clear set of rules on how to campaign. Kasi during the 2013 campaign, diba, there was the Team Pinoy and then Una. But now, walang ganong clear party. Yeah, because at saka dati, noong 2013, you placed number 5, I believe, with about 16.6 million votes. And yun yung also popularity ng Una, excuse me, and your father as well. So that was your first, yun yung unang mong sabak sa politics as senator. This time though, are you planning to do anything different to assure a spot in the top 12? Meron ka bang a different campaign? Maybe the same, but siguro may social media component.
Right. And do you feel that are you happy with what is coming out with the survey, the top 12 so far? But of course, it's too early,
I'm always happy na I'm part of the top 12, but I keep on reminding myself na the important survey is the day itself of the election, diba? So the numbers can keep on changing from now till May 13.
Noong 2013, nung nag-number 5 po kayo, ano yung ranking nyo more or less that time sa surveys?
Ganun din. Minsan 7, minsan 4, but you are within that range.
So, as the last question on this, is this campaign for you going to be harder than the 2013 campaign? What do you think?
Hindi ko alam iniisip ko harder.
Okay.
Di ba? Para I'll
work
do
harder
more,
also.
work harder.
All right.
Kumbaga, ang mantra is always running scared.
All right. So here is a book, your book, but it's in collaboration with Señora. Tell us more about this. So it's Make Love, Not War.
Yes, because I don't know, dun sa social media, si Señora is my number 1 basher. So they approached me na baka we can make a book on how to handle social media bashing.
So this is not your idea.
No.
Hindi
it's
ito,
not.
kinuha ka lang.
Yes.
Okay.
Na baka pwede kayong ano yan, slum book type of book.
So, ikaw, you're wearing, kalma ka lang, si Senyora Lakong Pake.
Yes.
All right, and then why the maroon? Ikaw na po magsabi.
Kasi di ba yung, every January, I will always get that, nagtitrend ako every January kasi Nazarena, di ba? So, the common joke was, pag lumalabas daw ako, may nagpupuna sa akin.
And hindi ka napipikon sa ganon at all?
No.
Talagang wala?
But yun na nga sabi ko, through the years, nagda-die down na din
Yung joke na yun?
yung joke. So, parang hindi na...
Ay, it's getting old. Kumbaga, parang ganon.
gas-gas na yung joke.
So, and then
But it's still there. It's still there.
So she says flat is the new sexy, and of course, Senator Nancy Binay says,
Black is beautiful.
it's a very, how excited were you nung nilapitan po kayo? It's ABS-CBN Publishing to do this book. And what was the thought process throughout the book?
Ako kasi, ang number one, ano ko lang is when they approach me, yung how to help other people cope in this new arena of social media. So yun lang yung, I automatically said yes. Kasi if I can help, if I can parang spread the word on how they can survive, I mean, why not?
What is your favorite part of the book? Kasi, you know, you start with, we can't give everything, we can't tell you everything. So, meron ka dito na, pag puti, si Senyora, pag black yung page, si Senator Nancy Binay. So, and then you start off with, para sa lahat ng may madilim na pinagdadaanan, ako ang magsisilbing liwanag. Ikaw na isulat niyan.
Yes.
And really, that's what you mean by getting over bashing.
Yes. Na parang, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Number one, there's life outside of social media. Na yung iba medyo nakakalimutan na ngayon, di ba? Iba pa din yung face-to-face contact with your friends.
Yes.
Iba pa din yung gano'n na...
Iba pa rin what happens behind closed doors, yung walang
Yes.
social media, kung ano
Yes.
talaga yung nangyayari. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chapters on this. Yung first 3 would obviously be you. Tama ba yan?
No, para meron kaming, hindi ko alam kung sasabihin ko yung he said or she
Wow,
said.
sige, sige.
I don't know kung ano siya. So, I guess siguro, Senyora said and me.
So it's cute because, you know, it is like a slum book because it'll say, what's your name?
Yeah.
Maria
and
Lourdes,
occupation.
Nancy. Tapos sasabihin niya, birthday, at sinabi mo, May 12, na dapat lalabas na yung susunod mong book. Kailangan ba yung year?
Yeah.
Pero sinabi mo na rin kung anong taon. And then your favorite actor. Is he your favorite actor?
Yes, I like watching his movies.
Hindi na. Sasabihin ba natin sino? We won't say who that is. Him, and of course, she has a favorite actress as well. What's your favorite part of the book? Anong which would you be most proud of here?
Part ko? Which chapter?
Yeah.
I guess yung love your enemies.
Yung pa rin, ano?
Yeah.
Is there anything, Senator, that I know that you have embraced this bashing, but meron pa bang, I guess, I don't know if you would call it below the belt, or meron pa bang something na sumobra na at nakakasakit pa rin sa'yo?
Hindi ko naman sinasabi yung mga lumalabas hindi nakakasakit eh. I mean, nakakasakit sila, but yun na nga, di ba, like your advice.
Oo nga, may advice
na nandito na rin.
Kasama pala ako
na
dito.
Sinama ko na dito, nasa tip number 2 siya, di ba, na we can't control what they write about us, but we can control how we react. So, I mean, nakakasakit, but yung how you manage that hurt feeling is what is important.
That is totally up to you. That's
Yeah.
what you have control over. You cannot control, what other people will say about you, but you can control kung paano ka magre-react sa kanila. Give me an example, Senator, without maybe even having to say it, something that was so bad that really hurt you and how you controlled your feelings and you reacted towards that.
Siguro in general na lang. Siguro I'll read something. And then, pero nga, medyo sandali, masakit na yan, di ba? But, mas dun sa thought process ko na parang, okay, masakit siya, but why dwell on it? I have better things to do or think of another topic or read another part.
Yeah.
You just have to move on dun sa hurt and pain.
Pero yung hurt or pain mo, mga gano'ng katagal yan?
Sandali lang. Siguro pag habang binabasa ko lang and then tapos na.
Hindi ka man, you don't even dwell on it for like 30 minutes, tapos iisipin mo na parang, baka naman tama yung sinabi ni so and so.
Hindi, syempre part ng thought process. Kasi kung tama, bakit ka masasaktan, di ba? Kung tama yung sinasabi, ang next phase is parang how do I change that kung may mali?
So may ganon.
Or
You're very-
how do I improve myself kung tama nga yung sinasabi?
So you're very open to constructive criticism.
Yes.
Oo. Wag
yes.
lang yung
Kasi for me, yung criticism will make you a better person.
will improve you
Yeah.
as well.
Basta
Again,
tama yung criticism.
basta may puntos yung
Yes.
criticism. Again, we'll be taking another short break. This is the SARS on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching the Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today is Senator Nancy Binay. So, it's a very colorful, it's black and white, yet also a very colorful book. Tapos, towards the end, Senator, meron ho kasing to whom it may concern. Maybe just give us a little bit of to whom it may concern ni Senator Nancy Binay.
Because cautious din ako na I don't want my bashers to think na they're getting away with it. Parang ayoko din silang i-tolerate, diba? So yung this portion, yung to whom it may concern, is just a reminder to bashers na may nasasaktan kayo. Because sa social media, walang face-to-face. Di ba? I mean, yung mga lumalabas doon, hindi mo naman sasabihin yan
Harap-harapan.
harap-harapan. Kasi makikita mo yung reaction nung kausap mo. But in social media, may ganong wall na you'll get that impression na you're not hurting anybody. So, yung to whom it may concern, it's just a reminder na before you post, before you write something, isipin nyo na kung ikaw ba yung sinasabihan ng ganon, masasaktan ka ba?
Oo, no? Parang mirror it. Sabi nga
Yes.
nila, don't do unto others what you don't want others to do
Yes.
unto
Sa
you.
social media, may ganong kumbaga parang you're...
May filter, no?
Yeah, may filter na hindi mo nakikita yung pain, yung hurt that you're doing to that that person.
In fact, Senator, sometimes it kind of leads to some sort of bullying already. The person can actually start to feel bullying on this.
And I don't want them to get that impression na I'm tolerating cyberbullying.
Yeah. As a last question in this book, I think it asks you favorite flavor ng ice cream. Chocolate ba o mocha? Tama ba?
I said chocolate.
Siyempre, hindi mocha. Thank you, Senator Nancy Binay. And of course, well, good luck in the 2019 midterm elections. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.
This program is brought to you by Bank of Commerce, an affiliate of San Miguel Corporation.